Hey YouTubers, I'm in character today. This is my character Madison, whose nickname is Maddie, and she's a Psy-Mage. Okay. I wanted to show you the start of her journal. Now, I got this sketch pad thing at Ollie's, and I decided it was a better fit for what I wanted to do because with the ring binder, I can take out pages if they're not right for what I'm doing. And so right across the top here, I put a bunch of dandy type stickers just to cover up the gold lettering of it said sketch. But I love the marble effect. The other one that I was going to do was a pink marble that was a hardbound. But I like this better. So let's get started. I want you to see what I've done so far and what I'm planning to do. Oops, got it upside down. This is, the first page says Madison's Journey. And I have pictures related to that journey here. Madison as a Psy-Mage. Roll like a girl. Because it is, after all, a RPG campaign. She was studying botany in her college classes. And this little thing of alchemical symbols is representative of the written language of her home planet. Of course, she was a college student. And these strange potions. That's a Harry Potter sticker there. And this one here says that she's traveling through the world. It says Teller of Tale and Weaver of Worlds. So that's kind of just describing Madison's personality in picture form. Then, this page is her backstory, tells how she got to the planet. And this is her adventuring party. We have Pearl, who is a rogue, Madison, and Atkinson, who are a technomancer and a Psy-Mage, a sorcerer, excuse me. So that's the 4 people that woke up outside the waypoint on Harmony with their backpacks empty and just their money belts and what was underneath their clothing was still there. So, and I haven't started filling in all the stats, but this side is the stats, and then over here is her weapons and armor, and then these pictures all here are memories of home. So that's her memories of her home planet. So then this next page is her skills as a Psy-Mage and her education. And then this one is special notes for her race and her saves against various things. And the pictures on this page relate to the fact that she loves animals. She's very studious, and I'm aware that I have to beware of the smiling DM because something's fixing to happen, even though I'm the DM in this game. And this here is representative of a side shield, which is one of her skills. And then, because I often get confused about which die they use for what, I listed them here on this side of the page. And of course the sticker at the bottom is "Let's roll," a bag full of dice. And on this side is her equipment. This is what she starts out with after she goes to the outfitter and replaces everything that was taken. This one's not been filled in yet, but it's the new skills she gets as she levels up. Now, this is for session notes. And the page that I got this from, I got this at Ollie's when I went up there. And it's got a whole bunch of different scrapbooking type pages in it. And there were, oddly enough, a couple of them that make great battle maps. So we have this one, which is going to be for like sea or overland. I haven't decided which because it's mostly in shades of blues. And this one, which is like cobblestones, which can be for in a dungeon or like a castle or whatever. So there's that. And there we go. I've got to take and make sure it's glued down really good. Yeah, I love these glue sticks. So I've got all these different stickers of different things that are going to be used in the creation of this journal for different things and possibly other journals that I may do in the future. We had our third session last night. The second session turned out to be like a session 0 because nobody but me was actually caught up on their character, and so we spent that time, the second session, talking about what we expected from the game and taking the time to get things caught up. And then we did our third session last night. And what happened then was that we finally got around to confronting the bandits that had surrounded the plane or showed up just as we landed the float plane. And we had opened the door and had gone out to see what the lay of the land was like for when we tried to take off in the morning, because Harmony has very intense weather, and this was along a coastal road where this happened, between whichever town it was and Thursday Harbor, which was where the ferry was. And so the float plane, which is a plane that is able to land on land or in water. It's got the hydroponic floats on the side of it. It's not a really big plane. And on Harmony, we're dealing with almost a post-apocalyptic world because of and it's steampunk cyberpunk mashup along with the magic and the psionics kind of meshed in all together. But anyway, we get out of the plane, we see, but it'll be good to take off in the morning after the fog lifts because there's this really heavy psionic fog that comes in this kind of an acid green color. And it had started coming in really fast, and there was like a storm up in the atmosphere. So you've got all this lightning and everything else going on along with the fog. But we came out, we checked, and just about the time that we had decided it was going to be okay in the morning, we were getting ready to go back in the plane, there's 12 bandits showed up. The pilot, who was not a fighter by any means, just zipped into the plane and shut the door and let us take care of the situation. So there's the 4 people in the adventure party plus the 2 ghost hunters who are guiding us to Rain Shadow Island and to the catacombs there, because we have to go through the catacombs to get into the Rainforest Preserve to avoid a lot of the issues with the fence and try to avoid as many of the predatory animals as we can just to get there. But the 6 of us against 12 bandits, and so the people with weapons shot the bandits, 3 of them. I think there were 4 total that were shot. My character used a thing called the biomanipulation evil eye, and it had the effect of a taser hitting the person she was aiming at. And they doubled over, and for about 8 minutes were in extreme mind-blowing pain. And when it got down to 3 of them, and they're looking at the 6 of us, and they decided that discretion was the better part of valor, and they fled the scene. We went back into the plane, had some snacks, rested up until morning, and the plane took off in the morning, and we went to Thursday Harbor and went from there to Rain Shadow without further incident. So we got to Rain Shadow and talked to various people in town and checked into the inn overnight, and that was kind of where we left it at, because the next part of the journey is going to be really intense. We had a lot of fun, and we were laughing, and coming up with really inventive ways to deal with the situation with the bandits and everything. So by the time that we had got to this point, though, when we checked into the inn, we had, and these first level characters that had their first encounter with something that normally you would not think a first level character would have to deal with. They had managed to rack up enough points that we're halfway to being second level characters now. So yeah, it was pretty cool. And we have a 300 gold pieces a month salary for what we're going to be doing on Rain Shadow Island, which it could be a very long-term contract with Coppersmith Lighting and the Ghost Hunters Guild. So we'll see how that goes. I guess I've been rambling long enough now, and I will talk at y'all later. And see you later.